Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. My name is Denicio Torres. This is my second chance with a new vision. If this is your first time on my channel, guys, I appreciate you for checking the video out. I am blind. I lost my vision when I was 16 due to a gunshot. If you want to know more about that, man, you can purchase my book, My Second Chance with a New Vision, on Amazon, or the link is in the description box below. However, if you are a returning subscriber, guys, I really appreciate the constant support. Don't forget, as long as you are breathing, you have a second chance to change your life. Really, if you don't like where you're at right now. And like y'all see in the title, man, and I'm pretty sure if you on YouTube or stay in Texas, or many other people have seen this, not the case, this inmate named Gonzalo López, 46, out of Texas, and that he escaped almost 2 weeks ago. Since I'm doing this video, it's like 10 days or 11 days right now, so it's almost gonna be 2 weeks. And he had charges of capital murder and attempted to commit capital murder on a police officer. The first murder, he kidnapped somebody that owed him money, and eventually he killed him with a pickaxe. And that's why he was in prison. But that's not the crazy part about it. If you haven't heard this case, this man escaped from a transfer prisoners. I never been to prison. I never got on those buses, but I seen videos on this, and even back when I could see, I saw, you know, when they used to show these buses inside, and when they especially when they put prisoners that are very violent in there, or, you know, even when they have like death sentences and they have to transfer them to somewhere. I know that they secure them with real good with shackles, and they tie them down to the chair, and they do all this stuff, man. And apparently, if you haven't heard it, I'm gonna give you a little bit of rundown. There was taking him and other, you know, it was like 16 prisoners in the bus. They were going like to medical checkup or stuff like, and something like that. And not too far from the prison, he managed to cut through the part where he was sitting at. And what I heard is like, it's a cage inside of a cage inside the bus. So this guy managed to cut open the door, get out the part where he was sitting at, the prisoner was at, and go through another little door that separated the bus driver or the correction officer, if I'm not mistaken, for where the prisoner was at. And there was another correctional officer in the back. This guy managed to, you know, do all that without being seen. He went up to the driver. Apparently, he stabbed him on his arm and on his chest. And the correctional officer that was driving the bus pulled over, and they started tussling outside. The fight got outside, you know, the bus. And the guy, the corrections officer in the back, he apparently saw what was going on, and he ran out the back through an emergency door. And instead of him going to help out his friend, his other correctional officer, he decided to shoot the tires of the bus, which, you know, it was a good thing if you look at it. But, you know, you see your your brother getting whooped, or, you know, struggling with the inmate, you already know that he's dangerous. But I can see the point of view of both of the, you know, of him, because there's something that you see online in the comments if you read, like, why he didn't shoot him, or why. But you gotta understand, you know, you not just are gonna shoot him because you might be not, you know, you can also kill the other correctional officer. Even when the correctional officer was in the back, and if he saw everything going on in the front, he's not just gonna shoot to the front, because he might hurt somebody else. Because a lot of times, you gotta understand too, all those prisoners in there are not in there for, you know, like bad crimes or even though they're criminals, you know, a lot of them are in that bus are there for, you know, can be there for minor, you know, minor things or even dangerous things like you know, the Gonzalo Lopez. So before where was that, man? I got confused. I talk too much and I ramble, but but man, he got on the bus. The Lopez, he got back on the bus after the struggle happened, and he drove the bus like a mile or mile and a half from where he was tussling with the correctional officer, and eventually he lost control of the bus because the two tires in the back, like I said previously, when the correctional officer shot at it, you know, it made the tires flat. So he ended up, you know, losing control, and he got off and ran. And apparently, the two correctional officers caught up to the bus, and they, you know, they saw him and they were shooting at him, but they didn't hit him. Allegedly, that's what they were saying. And if you want to go check out some of the videos of, you know, the interview that I don't know what the sheriff or something like that was saying that they shot at him, but they didn't get hit. I mean, Lopez did not get hit. And you got all these conspiracy theories and stuff like that now that it was an inside job, and he was and he is like, he got friends from, you know, the organizations in Mexico, and even the Mexican mafia inside the prisons, which, if you think about it, you know, that's the first thing we're going to think about, because how did he escape so easily? Unless, because I was seeing some other reports also that the prison bus was not up to like the newest that they have right now. I think it was like an old prisoner bus, so it could probably be some of that, you know, old equipment and easy to maneuver, not like to move around and stuff like that. I was seeing some of those things saying that the Texas bus he was in was like one of the older buses that they had. Because like I said, if you look up the news ones, it's basically you're in a cell inside the bus. They shackle you down to the chairs, and, you know, they close everything right. And, you know, you even sometimes, I think, if I'm not mistaken, they even shackle you to other prisoners inside the bus too. I don't know. Like I said, I never been locked up. I never been inside those buses. And that's why people are also kind of weary of the situation, that it was an inside job. Also, something that I read, if you have been to prison, or you can let me know some of the things in the bottom, is that sometimes the inmates are the ones that go and clean the bus or do the safety checks. I don't know if it's true. Besides the correction officers, they're the one that do like the little maintenance on the buses. So it could have been somebody that helped them from the prisoners, or even some supposedly, allegedly, some of the correctional officers that probably helped them out. You never know. And two, that we're never gonna know until they catch them, or they do that investigation like really good, because you never know, man. And this is not his first time escaping. Also, the crazy thing about it is, man, that he had escaped before, and I think he escaped like for 8 or 9 days, and they caught him. And this time when he escaped, they did like a little 5-mile perimeter, thinking that they were going to be able to catch him. But what's weird to me, and they had the dogs out there, you know, searching for him, but they lost the scent, you know, of him. So that would have been, in my mind as a regular person, you're like, okay, he's not here. Because I seen, or I heard back in the day, not back in the day, you see some videos that once a person gets in a car or something like that and goes away, the dog is not going to be able to pick up the scent. And that's what many people are saying also, that probably a car was following the bus, the man had a burner phone on him, or that his they already had this plan, which we already know. If he's planning to escape, he already had a plan, like where to go, or where people trying to meet him up. And I think probably what ruined it a little was that he never thought that they were going to shoot out the tires. This is my opinion. I'm pretty sure that he thought that he was just going to drive the bus into a certain location and get off and go to another car. But what happened is what happened. You know, Probably the other guy shot the tires off and he ran to a certain point. Because there's another video, if you look up on it, is like when I think like a 12-year-old or with his mom, they see literally him like cross into a forest or run into a forest, and they tell the police officers that he's in the woods. And it seems like the police officers either didn't hear her or they did not pay attention to her because they did not move. They was just there. When the lady in the video, you can clearly hear her say he's in the woods. But you got to realize also, when you're inside the car and seeing all this commotion and somebody's the police officers already like focused on something and they yelled, or we can hear clearly because the camera's right there. But I don't know if the police officer heard when she said that. And I don't know, guys. I don't know what you think. Many people stating that he's probably in Mexico. I'm pretty sure he's not right there where he escaped at, because it's been like 10 days. And he probably isn't in Mexico. He's probably been over there. If he had, like they stated, or the sheriff or whoever did the interview, I forgot who was it, stating that he had ties in Mexico to the organizations and to the Mexican mafia allegedly here too. So, hey, somebody, and if you know a little bit about, those type of organizations, you should know they got money to do stuff. And if they have the chance to do it, people are going to do it. And especially if Lopez, if he can do that, he's already going to spend his life in jail. Or, at the end of the day, people try to do what they have to do. And I think the reward up to now is like $50,000. But I don't think they're going to catch him here in the United States. I'm pretty sure he's in Mexico. Was it an inside job? I don't know. Everything is pointing to that. Everything is kind of weird. From the, from the correction officers not seeing, but you never know. Like I said, you never know. It's just all that is not fishy, man. There was like a movie escape, and many people were like, why the other prisoners didn't say nothing? Because they're not going to say that. You can't snitch, because imagine he gets caught, and imagine he got the ties that he has. You can get touched. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure they don't want to put themselves in a predicament of snitching on him, or like, oh, when they see him cutting or crawling or doing under all that stuff, they're not going to snitch because they probably don't want to get hurt inside the prison. If he got the ties that he says he does. And I just think it's crazy that you spend like almost a week or more than a week looking in a 5-mile radius, when if this was already planned, that man could have been gone like in 15-20 minutes after he ran into those crops that he ran into, and y'all didn't see him and the dogs lost the scent. That should have been a given factor that he was not in there, because they say that the heat in Texas is real bad, and many people said if it was, he couldn't last all that time out there, and probably so. You never know. When it's in a do or die situation, man, your body can go through a lot of stuff that you think you can't go. You know what I mean? Yeah, but you think that you're not going to be able to handle. But my own personal opinion, he's not there. He had help, in the inside and on the outside when he escaped. He's probably already in Mexico and enjoying his life, watching the videos and stuff like that, laughing, aha, I got you. But, it's something that the law enforcement is going to have to deal with at the end of the day. We're just, or me personally, I'm just giving my opinion and like a little news. I don't know if y'all heard this story, or if y'all didn't. Like I said, man, he escaped from the bus. He cut open some doors, some metal doors. He escaped towards the front of the bus. He fought a correction officer on the bus and out the bus. The correctional officers in the back, when he saw that, he ran out the back, shot the tires, and Lopez got inside the bus and lost control, got out the bus and ran and escaped. So, like I said, I don't know what y'all think about that. To me, it's fishy. Of course, he had help from inside the prison and outside. Hey, that's all I can say, man. Don't know who did it. Like I said, nobody knows until he gets arrested or somebody comes out and say what happened or who helped him out. And like I said, I'm just giving the news. That's all I'm doing, guys. So don't forget, like, subscribe, share my content. And you can purchase my book. You can donate to my channel. Everything is in the description box below. I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a great day. I am out. Peace.